What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between? How we doing tonight? We're doing alright? We're gonna try to build tonight, folks. It's gonna be a rebuilding season. Because you made me think of sports. I don't care for sports. I don't really fuck with sports. But I know the terminology. Rebuilding season. See? I know the terminology. I'm a sportsman. Rebuilding season is a euphemism for we're gonna fucking suck this season. We're gonna be some real dog shit. Oh, you're gonna see people fucking running into each other out there, falling down, shoelaces tied together, pants falling off. It's gonna be bad. Minty 300309. Been in the hospital for 5 days with sepsis. Right, Kenny? I've been able to catch your stream until night. Good to be back. Well, welcome, Minty. I hope you're feeling minty fresh. I hope you're doing better. Yeah, you were here a week ago. But welcome back. Ratboy Prime, Tanuki, from the Twitch side. Autumn Harvest, Anthony Scott, True Yellow Dar, Francois, Chris Cass, of course, Joel LeBlanc, King of Crads, Michael Anthony. Yeah, somebody said something about Anthony attracted. How you doing, Karl? Karl. We need to find Karl. Karl. Let's put some of these down. The Galtese Falcon. Vein Ripper. He was a vein ripper. I'm going to do a little bit of both. It's not exactly going to be full Reanimator, but there's going to be some real nonsense in here that we're going to try to fuck people up with. Yeah. We're going to be doing something. I'll tell you that much. We're going to be doing something weird. Two mythic rares. It's okay. I have 3 mythic rares in the can right there. Because I'm thinking about top decks. If we do Ninja Blades. And we also have discard a card with Ninja Blade, right? Well, that's great, Minty. Welcome. So if we have expensive stuff, you know, you do something like Urgix. Play cards from the top, you can pay life, which is good. Then you can play stuff that gives you life. That's kind of the idea here. Gain life. That's a good line. The only really appropriate green and blue combination is black, because it's you know, it's the chaperone. You know, it's you know the old expression, make room for Jesus. You know, it's keeping them apart with its black power, which is, I think, important. Death touch. Let's put you down. Alright, let's look at some big monsters here that we can discard. Thundering Broodwagon. Get Rog. Quake Strider Ceratops. Alright, this is kind of a spitball. I don't... Genuinely not sure if this is even going to work, but we're going to try it. This is kind of just a loose idea. I saw it in the comments, True Love. I saw it. I'm probably going to take a look at it later. Mochi, how you doing? Raymond Miller. Abomination. De nada is Spanish for you're welcome. Atomic microsizer. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That might be a good idea, Francois. Bulgari. How you doing, Joseph Stevens? Welcome. Sharkmouth, what's up? I'm kind of just throwing stuff at the wall right now. We're going to see what happens here. We do need more likes, guys. Guys, my videos are critically under-liked. I'm not going to lie to you. It's looking real bad out there. It's looking real fucking bad out there. I gotta get more likes on these fucking videos. Oh, we're also thinking about Demir spiders. Possibly. Yeah, that could happen. Hey, what's up, Fabsy? Boom. Bloomin' onion. Boom. Warden of the Grove. Gonna hit for the Wabango. Quite possibly even the Wabango Tango. I'm gonna put you down. Sing for my likes. What song do you want me to sing? I don't know why you can't hype the channel. It's a good question. Oh, I got nothing off of Gwenum. Mambo number 5. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Jessica by my side. Is that good enough? Boost Lagoose. Hey, holy shit, it's none other than Severin 7. How's the set treating you so far? I don't know about you, Severin, but nobody's watching these fucking videos, man. I'll tell you that much. The set is okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but goddamn, bro. This is not a well-received product here. Standard is hell. It's beyond hell. It's very confusing for players. It's a small set. It's full of a lot of legendaries. It's not super well received overall, I would have to say. Boom. Really? 5-color spiders? Wow. I don't normally run 5-color, so I don't think I ever will. He got close. She was a vein ripper, but I found out Oof, oof. Amazing. Yeah, I'm genuinely worried about next year. I'm genuinely worried about next year, guys. Yes, any Marvel set is going to have Paper and Arena Revelations. Yeah, Earth Spider never. I'm not a big fan of Domain. Yeah, Mineral Area, thank you. It's almost as good as Core Set 2019. That's how good it is. I think I would do a Gruul Spiders. But yeah, I'm genuinely worried about the upcoming. I think Lorwyn and Avatar is going to be okay, but I think we're headed into a real dark age. I'm very worried. Me and Numbskull are trying to plan a podcast for it because genuinely concerned for the state of the game. By the way, guys, click Severin7 MTG right there. It's a fellow content creator. He makes good stuff. If you want to go follow somebody else that does good, whatchamacallits, what do you call these things that I make videos? He does some pretty good ones. He brews fairly differently from me, which is, if you want a change of pace, I think that is probably a good thing. Lorwyn, I'm personally not hyped for Lorwyn because I don't think Lorwyn is that interesting. However, I know people do love Lorwyn. It is a fan favorite. But I personally am not. I'm like, boom. That. Discard a card. Get rid of Ninja Blades. Okay, we got that. Boom. Strategic Betrayal. Ball Shot. See how much removal he's got. Boom. Yeah, Lorwyn, I left Magic for a little bit when Lorwyn popped. I was like, alright, I'm good for a little while. No, it just, I don't vibe with it. I'm interested in, you know, what's going to happen next. I think that'll be interesting, but for the most part, I am not super into Lorwyn. It's just not my thing. This dude hit 3 fucking Strategic Betrayals, by the way. Anti-negative, how you doing? Rapboy Prime, I think I said hello. Boom. Land. We're gonna wait till he's really full of creatures here. Elspeth, Storm Slayer. Yeah, there we go. Watch this, watch this, watch this. You want to see something real funny, guys? Too bad it wasn't enough to kill him. I'll discard it. I don't have enough to fucking cast it anyways. It can be fucking one more. And he probably has a kill card in his hand. He's gonna draw. Yeah, the next whatchamacallit will be a Universes Beyond. the next what is it called? Superheroes? It's just straight up called Superheroes. Yeah, it's gonna be a Universes Beyond set. Flooded. Flooded right there. Terrible. I like Star Trek, and I am not looking forward to Star Trek. Can I tell you that? I really like Star Trek. I actually really love Star Trek. I've been a big fan my whole life. Star Trek is the first one that I'm drawing a hard line in the sand and saying, this shit does not belong in Magic. It is kind of viscerally upsetting to me to see Star Trek. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Star Trek has no magic system. There's no magic in Star Trek. It's all technological. It's really fucking bothering me. Yeah, it's really, really fucking bothering me. The whole point of Star Trek is to be technological. The whole fucking point. Is to be technological. And they're subverting that. It has no business in Star Trek. I love Magic. I love Star Trek. It has no fucking business in Star Trek. I'm sorry. It doesn't fucking make any sense. We're just throwing moves to throw moves now. I'm sorry. We really are. I don't know Doctor Who enough to tell you whether or not there is actually a magic system in Doctor Who. Maybe there's magical things in Doctor Who. Star Wars has a magic system. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Star Wars has a magic system. Star Wars could very well exist in the world. Everything in Star Trek can be explained technologically. Everything. Everything. I don't know enough Doctor Who to make that judgment, so I was unaware of that at the time. Listen, they can do whatever they want with, you know, you can do whatever you want with Secret Lair. Secret Lair's all over the fucking place. That's fine. But a whole set? Come on, man. Q is an extra-dimensional being. He lives in the Q continuum, which exists in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th dimension. He is not omnipotent. He is not omnipotent. He's a very powerful, extra-dimensional being that is explained with his power the same way that you would be powerful to a 2-dimensional being. Okay, if you met somebody who was entirely flat, you would seem like a god to them because you could manipulate things in a different dimension. That's how Q is explained. I have a very simple explanation. He is not magic. He is higher dimensional. Boom. We're gonna discard a card. Bane Ripper. Yes, but it is still technology. That's the other part of the thing that it is still remains technology. That's the last part of that thing. It's indistinguishable from magic, but it remains technology. It is not the subversion of the natural laws of nature in order to violate them and to create a technological feat. What's up, Gobbler? That's my point. And that's where my major complaint comes in as. Hey, what's up, Joe Berkey? Warhammer has a magic system. It exists through the warp. It exists through the warp. The magic system exists through the warp. There is 100%. There's technology, and then there is magic in 40K. It doesn't often seem like it. People forget there is, but it does exist. All right, we need to do 7 damage. I'll do you one better. I'll do 8 for you. Yeah, they already made Warhammer 40K. I wish they would have made a full set. That would have been cool. I have a Necrons deck. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm super into Star Trek, man. I used to go to Star Trek conventions dressed up as Commander Riker. Okay? I know my fucking Star Trek, bro. I know my Star Trek. I know my Star Wars. I know all the fandoms. I know. I don't know a lot of the newer stuff, but next gen, original series, I know my shit. Oh yeah, Terry Pratchett would be good. I was like 8 at the time, by the way. This was not recently. Jappy Grizel, how you doing? And I like Star Trek a lot, and it doesn't belong in this fucking set. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It has no business. It is completely out of place here. It just is. Lord of the Rings seems like an odd choice, considering that, or Hobbit, considering we already had a Lord of the Rings, which is just better. Ghost vacuum. Alright, so he's gonna start vacuuming things. Let's attack. Hobbit, I feel like we're retreading the same ground. I feel like we're going to run into the same problem of doing Lord of the Rings, then Hobbit. Hobbit is a weaker place to pull from. Lord of the Rings is almost objectively a better work in every regard. The Hobbit is not. So, yeah, basically. And everyone's begging for reprints, so... You know, there's that. That's a good one, Knife. Hey, what's up, Shane's birthday tweet? Texas Twister, welcome. Alright, he's going in here. We're going to take it. Smog would probably be Rakdos. Yeah, most dragons are red. Smog is said to have like iron black scales. So it is very likely that Smog would be Rakdos. Enter as black. Enters tapped. We'll put you down. Unfortunately, as much as Diablo would be a good set, it's owned by Blizzard, and they already have their own. Whatchamacallit game. They already have their own. They already have their own game. So, you know. Can't do that. Boom, 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 boom. Hearthstone. Ah, he got it. He got there. He got there. I think Dark Souls would be the best one. Do you want to know why? Dark Souls is a fantasy-themed set based on a popular video game and has a magic system. I'm gonna make a hard rule right now. If your world doesn't have an in-world magic system, you don't belong in fucking Magic the Gathering. I actually really like Universes Beyond, and it's part of the reason that a lot of the ones, Lord of the Rings, it has a magic system. There are magical things in it. Fucking Final Fantasy has a very clear magic system. Okay? Spider-Man does not have a magic system. Avatar clearly has a magical system in it. There's a supernatural system at play. Sure, 100%. Fucking Star Trek, none. Those sets are not going to be like. They are fantastical, but they are not magical. And I think that that is the very essence of what this game should be. You're missing something. Harry Potter, get out of here with that Harry Potter. Get out of here with that Harry Potter, man. What a... oof. Horrid. Horrid. One of the most overhyped things ever in existence. And a horrid creator to boot. Hold on, the game got frozen up. I gotta exit and restart. Witcher? Maybe. Witcher's not ubiquitously popular. That's the only issue I have with it. I want to be clear when I talk about... I want to be clear, because Mochi's... But Hogwarts has a bunch of other different problems with it. Mochi, I want to be very clear with my words here. A fantastical world, I'm talking about a magic system. Okay? A system with which magic can be done. Does that... I want to make this very clear. A fantastical or fantastic elements exist in a lot of different genres. There are fantastical elements to The Sopranos. Supernatural things occasionally happen. Did you know that? Happens a few times. It is not appropriate because there is no magic system in The Sopranos. Do you get what I'm saying? Final Fantasy has a magic casting system. It is imbued within the cultures. of the game and of the mechanics. The reason I'm saying Harry Potter no is because it absolutely does meet that requirement of a magic system. The creator of said Harry Potter is a awful human being and is extremely problematic and will bring a ton of negative press and controversy to Wizards and Hasbro that people will not like. People will 100% boycott that set. No, I think I'm being very clear, Mochi. I think I'm being very clear, and you just don't like my point. That's fine. I feel like I've laid it out very, very, very clearly. Star Wars has a magical system. It's called the Force. People use the Force, they tap into the Force, they get better. There are supernatural things happen in The Sopranos. People get visions, they see the Virgin Mary, there's ghosts, it's really weird. If you look it up, there's a bunch of stuff on it, that there's weird supernatural shit happening in the thing. So you need to meet a bunch of different criteria, in my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion. No, you misconstrued 2 points. I did not mix my points. Harry Potter has a different set of problems. It has the correct criteria of a magical system, but it doesn't not meet the criteria of being non-problematic or a nightmare for Wizards of the Coast to handle. There's a whole other thing. There's a difference between euphemistically and extrapolation. You extrapolated different information than I provided. That's on you. That's okay though. We are talking through a very mixed medium. It's perfectly fine. So I hope that I've made my point very, very clear. For example, I have no problem with Dark Souls or Elden Ring, for example, because there's a magical system involved in the game. It has a magical thing happening. Are you talking about a mind meld? Because that has to do with quantum entanglement. I got you there. Scientific explanation. Everything that happens in Star Trek has a scientific explanation. I'm telling you. If you look hard enough in the deep lore, every single thing that appears to be magical has a scientific explanation. They hand wave it away with tachyons or something. You're doing it again. I'm telling you that you misconstrued 2 points. I was not saying that Harry Potter shouldn't exist because it doesn't have a magical system. It shouldn't be there because the creator's problematic. There's 2 of them. There's 2 different points being made, but I'm talking to a lot of people at once, so you misconstrued what I said. No, I don't play STO. Shaka when the walls fell. Boom. All right, Westward Verge. There we go. His eyes open. I love that episode. I can't remember. I used to know a bunch of those phrases. You know what would be a good one? Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. Walt Disney is dead. J.K. Rowling is not dead. Well, my personal belief is it's overhyped, but also it's a nightmare for Mochi. Well, I'm not going to spend the night arguing with you, man. You understand my opinion. You're engaging with me on a different level. I don't know why you're what I did not. I stated 2 at once. I'm not going to sit here arguing with you, bro. We're not doing this. I'm cross-talking a bunch of points at once because I'm talking to 74 people, bro. And playing a game at the same time at Tanagra. Let's do black. Pay 2 life. No video? Oh, shoot. All right, there we go. Why are we not? There we go. Let's do that. We're dead anyways. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Down. His Dark Materials is not that popular. I don't think it's big enough for people to hit it. Game of Thrones? Yes. Game of Thrones. I'm not saying throw magic in the bin. I'm saying I have concerns. Bro, this is my livelihood. This is part of how I make money for rent, bro. Alright? I don't want magic to do bad. I actively make magic content. Alright? I am concerned about the direction that some of these sets are headed. Hi, Raymond Villanueva. You have the first part of my last name and your last name. I love Magic. I've said that multiple times. I play so much Magic. I love this game to death. I am concerned with the direction it is headed. I am concerned that some of the things that it is getting involved in is too deep. We're getting way out into the stratosphere. I was okay with next year when I heard that I originally thought it was going to be 5 sets and 2 universes beyond. When I heard it was going to be 7 sets and 4 universes beyond, my heart sank. My heart sank, man. I'm watching these numbers come in right now for this universes beyond set, and they're bad. They're real bad. People are not always turned on to this stuff. They don't really like this. So I have genuine concerns about what is going to happen to the game in the coming year. I am scared. Because I love this game and I don't want it to die. I'm going to probably do a spider deck here soon. Yes. I'm going to get rid of Bulwark. Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones hype is kind of dead. Hey, what's up, Numbskull? How you doing? Making a non-magical, non-draftable, non-set fantasy set is just the wrong direction. Vorpal, this is true. Yes. I think that should be coming through pretty clearly. No, I hit Mythic. Yeah, I hit Mythic with the different demons. A different type of demons. I hit it with the Demir demons. Not with yours, though. I lost 1 million games with yours. Literally that many. Literally 1 million. Conan the Barbarian is not culturally relevant right now. I don't think it's big enough culturally. So we're going to go in. He's going to flash something in front of me, I think, here. Boom. Pop. Conan would make a good, whatchamacallit. Would make a good Universes Beyond. Red Sonja for Gooners. Just an all Gooner set. Yeah, that's a lot of product to put out there, guys. I am genuinely concerned. I don't know science fiction people that are going to be that into what we're doing here in Magic. I'm very concerned. It's going to be hard, guys. This is going to be this coming year. It's going to be very difficult to figure out how to do all these. It's going to be constant. It's going to be a lot of work for me. I think there are universes beyond that 100% work. I think that Star Wars would never happen, but it would work. Elden Ring or Dark Souls would work. I think that... What's another good one that would work, probably? I'm trying to think. Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. I don't think it's that popular though. I don't know if people know it that well. Early access every 5 weeks. I know, Numbskull. You ready for that, man? It's gonna be a lot of fucking videos. Zelda would actually work really well. Nintendo would never give the license up. It would be $80 a pack, but Zelda would actually be really good because you have a lot of different eras of Zelda. You have a lot of different weapons. You have famous characters. You have different incarnations of the same character. Diablo, like I said, would be a good one. Blizzard will never agree to it. You know, I think that Doom would be actually a good set. Yes, there is magic in Doom. It's the manipulation of Argent energy, which is a extra dimensional energy. Doom, you have demons, humans, monsters, horrors. You have a lot of lore to draw on, a lot of equipment. Doom would be a good choice. I think the creatures would probably be limited, but because you'd have humans, angels, demons, horrors. You'd have robots. There's robots in there too. So that's a well-known property that would work. So yeah, that's a good one. Doom, D-O-O-M, with the shotguns and the BFGs. Doom. Yeah, you could have something like a BFG, and it's an artifact. When you put it down, it's like a Nevral's disc. It destroys everything, you know. You could have the Slayer. You could have UAC employees, demons. You have, now with the expanded lore, you have the, what are those people called? The Makers, which are angels. You know, you've got a lot of things in there that you could do. Argent energy, magical, there's summoning, there's, you know. So I think that would be a good one. Steven Universe, I don't think so. I don't think the fandom is big enough, but everybody knows Doom. And you can make it edgy. You can make it very violent. You could have a lot of gore and dark imagery on the cards, which would be appealing to a lot of people. Yes, thank you for clarifying things, Gobbler. Buffy, I don't know Buffy that well. Buffy would have been great 20 years ago, but Buffy is not that good anymore, so. Kill card, welcome to the game. Nevermile's disc? I don't think so. It's filled with tentacles. It doesn't look like it's science fiction. Shadowrun would work. Yeah, I don't think enough people know Shadowrun, but it would work. Oh, yeah, it is Larry Niven. That's right. Ringworld. Yeah, I love Larry Niven. Dota 2 for people who apparently like that type of thing. Sure. I think I need to add a land to this. We're having a land issue. Shadowrun is a bit niche. Yeah, I'll admit that. Shadowrun is a wee bit niche. It's hard to say that Shadowrun should do it because it is kind of niche. I don't think that a lot of times they can't, because you're going to end up with the Universes Beyond situation, you know? Oh, yeah. They spiked the ball on that. That was Artifact, yeah. It's the first time I've ever seen a fucking... a Steam... whatchamacallit, not Steam, but, a Valve release get booed. Everyone groaned. That's a good one, Gobbler. I like that. Like a little cozy kind of Redwall type a set with little mice and other little forest animals all fighting each other with swords in cute little burrows while the spring is in bloom. Pretty cool. Hold on a second. I gotta get some water. While the burrows are in bloom. Star Trek's a good idea. How do I earn lots of gold in arena to join events? I only have spending gold for packs. It's good to get better at the game first. I have an econ video up, Raymond Villanueva. Hey, what's up, Fox Eyes? New player, haven't played Magic since mirrors were a thing, so Magic losing players, and that's why I have the universe and stuff. It's actually growing. It might be losing some older players, but it actually is kind of growing. I will say that... so, this summer... what was I going to say? Sorry, I'm all discombobulated. This summer... Final Fantasy crashed the game. It had never had more players try to log into Magic Arena than when Final Fantasy dropped this summer. So I wouldn't say that it's losing players. I would say that some people are leaving because they're concerned of the direction we're headed. And other people are a little bit concerned about what the brand is getting diluted with all kind of other wild shit. So I wouldn't say that, you know, it's dying or anything like that. I would say that there is some concern. Yeah, it has had the biggest win and the biggest low this year, Fox Eyes. So, it is very strange time indeed to be here. Mill. Actually, I would have won if I hadn't played Egrix the Bile Bark. Singularity Rupture. Good game. I needed to not play Egrix. Yes, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. I wonder if it will get a ranked mode. I don't think we will. I've heard that multiplayer is supposed to be coming, but I also heard that the engine can't handle it. Boom, 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 boom. Blooming Marsh, Dragon Sniper. Elder Scrolls would be a good fit. Yeah, we're gonna go over all of this in. How you doing, Sir Egbert? By the way, Vorpal. We're not gonna have a double Vorpal night. Doesn't look like it, anyways. But we got a lot of people here. Thank you all for coming. Space goes coast to coast. That's a good one. Okay, Ninja Blades. Alright. Vorps McGorps. Boom. We're gonna do this. Pop, pop, pop. Drop the Crater Hoof to make him lose 5 life. Halo? No. Halo has no magic system. Halo has fantastical elements. I want to be very clear. Halo has fantastical elements. But it has no magic system. Halo would make a great Universes Beyond. I mean, a great secret layer, if you wanted. I don't know enough about Star Trek to about whatever that shit is called to make a determination. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Let's try that. Boom. Stargate is tech, yeah. See if he counterspells me here. Do. I'm almost positive that I don't know how much Halo lore is there. But I'm like 90% sure that Halo, a lot of the fantastical or magical elements are in fact waved away with Reclaimer technology, and it's Reclaimers that did it. It's nanotech, you know. And again, they don't have a magic system. I want you to understand what I'm saying here, guys, because we had a big miscommunication again and again. Magic system. Not that there is fantastical elements. A lot of things have fantastical elements. A system with which magic is cast and used as a regular effect of the world. Does that is the clarity there? Is it getting? How does he? Oh yeah, I was like, wait, how can you have 2 of them out? We'll pay 3 life for that. I don't have a black budget deck. No, I don't. I have a black deck, but I have a lot of black decks, but not budgeted. Hopefully he doesn't play direct removal on this. He's got one card in his hand here. Karsi Revenant. Put that in the graveyard. More like Karsi Revenant, am I right? There we go. Got him. Did you know that the Golden Girls were used as a template for the optimal D&D party? That's real. You can look that up. Do. Yes. During the creation of 2nd edition. Yes, I use MTGA Assistant. Cheesecake and Dragons. Cheesecake and Dragons. Cheesecake and Dragons. Golden Girls was a very good show. It was well written. It was well done. I think Mochi got so mad they left. Hey, what's up, TK Tiger Cat? How you doing? One Piece has its own card game, so you're never going to see that. Unfortunately, One Piece has its own card game. I don't know about Bleach. Bleach kind of makes sense, but also not really. Dragon Ball has Ki. I'm on the fence about Dragon Ball. You know, I know people like it, but I don't know. I feel like it's so ubiquitous. It's like almost too much to put in a Universes Beyond. And again, guys, I'm not the decider here, by the way. I'm throwing out my opinion. So if you disagree with me, there's no reason to be that upset. This is just my opinion. This is my YouTube channel. I'm just shooting from the hip here about what I feel is relevant and not relevant. I just want to point that out. That this is not a personal attack on anyone's particular fandom or their interests or Magic itself. I'm literally just telling you what I think. Wow. Me and my girlfriend Snow, we do play well, Mochi got genuinely upset and took off, so. Yeah, well, there's Ki Energy. It has a system of using, you know, power as a point. So, you know, suboptimal, as I often say. Yeah, I have no say in what comes next. I have no say in what comes next. Frankly, I think they're genuinely just picking random stuff, whatever is in the zeitgeist of human, of popular. Yeah, I feel like spirit power, you're just calling it magic by another name. If you're saying, I'm going to use my spirit energy to create an energy blast, I feel like... I mean, well, it seemed that way. He seemed to yell at me and then take off, so... and then stop talking, so I can only interpret that so many different ways. But no, I'm not trying to shit on it. Generally, even so, I'm generally not... I'm not trying to shit on anyone's personal ideas or personal headcanons or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I think. I can only ever tell you what I think, because I can't read your mind. Hey, there he is. Sword Art Online? Oh, yeah, my girlfriend would love that. She likes SOA. SAO. Yeah, well, what I'm worried is they're just picking popular things that don't really make sense and shoehorning them in. That's kind of how I feel. I think that they should pull more from video games. I think that they're missing the forest for the trees here, and I think that the reason that Final Fantasy was as popular as it was because of video games. I think that more than anything that was the... I think less from television and movie properties and more from gaming. I think you got yourself a recipe for success. I think 100% you have yourself a recipe for success there. So I think video games with established fan bases and magical systems with fantastic elements that are very popular are going to be where you're going to hit the sweet spot. Call of Duty, exactly. We all know that the magic system in Call of Duty. It's guns blazing, but MTG Arena with Dual Links. Thank you, Marlon Lemus. Sick name there, by the way. Marlon Lemus. Awesome. Boom, boom. There we go. If you know enough darts. Yeah, Avatar works. Avatar makes sense. It's a semi-medieval fantasy. There's magic, there's a lot of characters, there's fighting, there's a lot of stuff going on. And that's good. That's a good thing. PlayStation cards, yeah. I mean, you could do a full God of War set. That, unfortunately, God of War uses a lot of other people's mythologies first, which is, suboptimal, as I often say. But it would work. It certainly would work. Unobtainium. I think Avatar is going to be big. Avatar has a very big fan base. People really like it. I think Avatar is going to be a healthy set for the most part. For the most part, I think Avatar is going to be a healthy set. Boom. And they already used it in the hit 2004 movie, The Core. Boom. Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, the Juggalos buy it. I think EOE was a very good set. I think it'll probably go down as a great underrated set, in my opinion. I think it was very good. Choose a card name. What name are you gonna say there, guy? What name are you gonna say? I bet you don't know what I have. I bet you don't know what I have. Vaultborn Tyrant. All right. Metallica. I'm trying to think of what other universes we have. Eventually we're gonna run out of fucking properties to do, man. We've hit so many already. We're going back to the well with the Hobbit. That's the weird thing, man. Part of the reason that I feel like the Hobbit would, like, Lord of the Rings just happened. Yeah, it happened 2 years ago, and we're going back 3 years later. It would be like in 2027 if they're like, oh yeah, also, we're also doing a, just so you know, guys, we're also doing another Final Fantasy deck. And it's like, all right, why? Well, you know, it's makes money, you know. I feel like that. I feel like that is, like, kind of what we're getting here is, like, we're going back to the well, you know. We're just dipping from the well again. '90s grunge set. There you go. Hey, Kitty Kate. All the cool Kates and kittens. All the cool Kates and kittens. Down in a hole. We already did Baldur's Gate. You want to see it? I bet Fox Eyes, since you're new, you want to see it, Fox Eyes? Check this out. Bet you didn't even know this was in here. I bet you didn't even know this was in here. We have Shadowheart. The game froze. I tried to look up Baldur's Gate cards and the game froze. All right, well that didn't work. Yeah, these are all Baldur's Gate cards, and you even have some of your favorites, like Minsk and Boo. There you go. I know we have Shadowheart in here somewhere. We have a lot of good stuff in here. Rice would be great. Yeah. We even have a Baldur's Gate card. Krydel of Baldur's Gate. There you go. Historic. I don't know what you're allowed to play this stuff in. Timeless. Yeah, there's a bunch of Baldur's Gate stuff in here. There's some famous legends. There's all the legends. A Sararak. I know we had some of the... Yeah, there's Minsk. Oh, yeah. I got Adventures in Forgotten Realm, and I gotta get the other one. What's the other one called? It's called... I don't remember what the fuck the other one is called. Special Guest or something. I don't know. Yeah, well, we have most of them. We got a lot of the famous legends. Orcus. There's Orcus, you know. Anyways, yeah, it exists. Beyond Boosters. You're looking at the first set. Yeah, I forgot about the second one. I know, I kind of miss Baldur's Gate. That was a fun set. There's very good. D&D works. I'd love to do D&D again. Pathfinder. Pathfinder they'd never do because Wizards of the Coast hates them. But that would be a fun one. I don't think a lot of people know it, but the Pathfinder players would know it. But D&D would be a great one to go back to. They'd love to go back to the well of D&D. I think I need to add in more mana entities, by the way. Bloomin' Onion, boom, there you go. Dragonlance, sure, yeah, why not? Carseed, also known as Carseed Revenant. Umbral Caller Zealot. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Umbral Caller Zealot. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's get ready to write it on death. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Secret layers. Yeah, there's so much product shitting out, man. It's kind of a problem at how much product there is absolutely shitting out of this fucking thing, man. It's a bit of an issue. Oh yeah, I didn't choose Alchemy. That was the problem. Alchemy had a bunch of them. I would love Warhammer Fantasy. I've heard that a rumor that might be coming. I've heard a rumor that may be something we're gonna get. Age of Sigmar. People know what Warhammer is. They're not too familiar with fantasy, but Age of Sigmar, I think you could make an argument that could be something that they would be involved in. Yeah, Sigmar, Age of Sigmar could be a potentiality. G.I. Joe, I'm scared that G.I. Joe is coming. I'm scared they're gonna do the full nostalgia bait thing and do G.I. Joe. That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of. Discard a card. Boom, there you go. I think I got him here, guys. Got him. There you go. I have not. I've done one in Boros with Chosen by Valgavoth, though. Hey, Jay, is there any cheaper green decks? I'm looking at standard new player. Yeah, I just put one up today on my channel. 007, now you're talking. If you go to my channel, I just put up a green deck. I don't know how cheap it is, but it does have some decent options into it. Green Landfall Stompy is really good. Reality Fracture, we don't know. We know it's the end of the saga. We don't exactly know what it's going to mean for the series. They're thinking that they're going to mix up the color pie, is what people are memeing on. Is that it's going to be red spells casting counters, you know, blue spells fucking gaining life. It's going to be all mixed up, jumbled up. It's going to be everything sideways, everything screwed up and mixed together. So we really don't know. Is that well, also Hasbro owns G.I. Joe, which is a whole thing. So that's the other thing, is Hasbro owns G.I. Joe, so they don't have to pay anybody anything. I'm worried, because that absolutely doesn't belong in Magic. Car seat. Let's do Ninja Blades. He's probably just going to control me out here. Well, they didn't make a Magic. They didn't make a set out of that. The only thing they made was, Universe's Secret Lair. So they didn't make a full set out of Transformers. That's the theory. Don't take my word on that. That's the ongoing theory about what Reality Fracture might be. Is that they're going to mess around with the color pie, and there's going to be unexpected changes to where you wouldn't expect them to be. Is the question. Yeah, that's the theory. That's all we have to go on. It is 100% a theory. It is not confirmed. That is what just people are saying online, is that they're going to mess around with how the game works. That's all. What are we doing here, man? Jumbled up color pie sounds like it would be fun for, like, if you get alternate dimensions. Like, imagine you get... So imagine you get alternate dimension Jace or something like that. And he's a black necromancer, and you get alternate dimension... Liliana, and she's a red fucking fire slinger, or she's a healer. You know, you could do a lot of fun things with that premise. So yeah, that's what people are saying it is. I don't know. Again, I wanna people have, for some reason, take what I say as gospel. Don't run with that. That's my guess. That's my best human brain guess as to what it may or may not be. Using my human brain. Which I have. I have a human brain in my head. Anybody who tells you I don't have a human brain in my head is lying to you. Okay? I want you to know that as well. Yeah, it's the finishing of the storyline, yeah. Exactly. So what if we had a non-fallen Liliana? What if we had a Jace that wasn't an asshole? You know. A lot of that stuff. Look at this guy, man. Counterspell, probably. No, listen. I got it from a guy named Hugh Man. He said it was a real human brain. I'm going to buy a mythic pack. And then I'm already going to start saving gold. Open this one. Another Hex of Undeath. Okay. Alright, I think we need to go the 25 land route here. Let's add another. What do we have? We'll add another black land. Let's try it. You guys got any other deck ideas for tonight? I'm enjoying talking Universes Beyond with you guys, by the way. Is a vampire a human anymore? Are they a human vampire? If I turn a cat into a vampire, is it just a vampire or is it a vampire cat? You know, that's what I don't like. They should be all vampire humans or vampire elves. Because we have vampire demon, you know, which is a doubles hype. These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Yeah, it has human emotions and everything. They promised me when I got it that they said it does. Bristly Bill. The skin of a killer. Skin of a Killer J. Fifth Element set. There you go. That classic 90s movie that's all the rage right now. Knife. He's gonna put an indestructible and a trample. I added a mana and we drew none, by the way. It was 9 cards before we got the first one there. We might, if we draw 2 mana in a row, we might get away with killing this guy, but maybe not. Let's drop you. It's so hot in here. Yeah, she does look like that gobbler. She does look like that gobbler. Yeah. We got literally no mana there. I really hope we get 5 sets in 2027. I hope we go down to 5 sets with 2 universes beyond a piece. I think that's manageable. I think that we're in a dire straits right now for the game, man. I think it's in a real weird spot. And I really don't want to see the game die. I don't want to see oversaturation. I want it to do successful. I have put so many hours into this game, so many hours into my channel. This has become a part of my life, man. You know, it's important to me. And I feel like I need to be able to call it out when things feel weird. I do. I feel like it's a weird situation we're in right now. This deck is only kind of working. Does anybody else have any suggestions? It will only have 6. Do we have a confirmation? Because 2027 was only supposed to have 5. 2026 was only supposed to have 5. But we ended up with 7. Who knows, man? I guess I'll still be doing this until I'm dead. If Spider-Man doesn't actually call the end of the fucking channel. The Borg, I think the Borg will be cool. That's probably the only redeeming factor. Is you'll have black Borg decks, you know. Fifth Element is very good. Luc Besson. Yeah, I gotta do that. I just did a what's Parker Luck? I'll have to look. Yeah, man, we'll look at Grill Spiders after this. I'm doing okay with this. I'm getting some wins and they're fun, but with the control meta being what it is, we're just not getting in. I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decks with blue in it, and that's about 50% of the decks that I played tonight. So we're not getting anywhere. We're just getting blue. We're just getting blue over and over again. And that sounds fun at first. You're saying, wow, I'm getting blue over and over and over again. This is great. But eventually it gets to the point where you're like, okay, I've had enough of getting blue. I want to get something else now. And then they don't let you. They say, no, you're going to get blue forever. And that's when it becomes torture. There's Shelt by Delt. Boom, boom. I don't follow sports. Once in a while, I'll see how the Tigers are doing because I'm from Detroit, but I don't know anything about sports, nor do I follow it very closely. I do play Commander. I have a few Commander decks. I have the Mardu Outlaws, which I like. I really love my Necrons Commander. No, Eddie Brock, aka Venom, is clearly a Commander card trying to disguise itself as a regular human Magic card. In no way, shape, or form can be played in Standard. I'm sorry, guys. There's no way that fucking card can be played in Standard. None at all. We'll take a look at it here because I'm kind of tired of this one, but no fucking way. What, a turn 6 flip? Yes, I'm from Detroit. I was born in Detroit and raised in Michigan. I was born on 7 Mile an Hour Drive in Detroit proper, in the city limits of Detroit. My birth certificate has the spirit of Detroit imprinted on it. By the way, did you know this? If you type in, oh, it's horrible. If you type in the card name of the Spider-Man set, it shows you what it is. Venom. Like, these are all Venom cards. They don't say Venom on here, but it's the card. It knows what you're looking for, and it'll show you. This is Eddie Brock. This is a 2-drop. You return a creature with 1 mana value or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. You have to flip it with 6 and 3 colors, which is insane. And then it has Menace, Trample, and Haste. And then you can sacrifice another creature. If you do, you draw X cards, then put a permanent with a mana value X onto your hand, from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice of mana value. It's a fucking novel of stuff going on here that is thematically appropriate to Venom, but in no way, shape, or form is feasible to run in a standard. In my opinion, I just don't see this. I don't see a spot for this. I just don't. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. So, like, if I want to type Spider-Man, I want a specific Spider-Man, it'll show you the cards that are Spider-Man, that have the name Spider-Man in them. For example, Gwen. There's Gwenom, there's the Gwen Stacy cards, Death of Gwen Stacy, Gwenom, Gwen, whatever, and then the other Gwen. So you type in that, it'll do the name. So you don't need to know, if you know the Spider-Man name, like if you want Doc Ock, it'll bring up all the it'll bring the Doc Ock ones up. Sandman. Boom. Sandman right there. There you go. Yeah, I'll have to make a short because I don't think a lot of people know that. If you want the Spider-Man ones, you can just search. For example, I'm going to do Spider-Man now. We'll try to do Spider Crown, Riot. We'll do that. Undercity Dreamer. You can hardcast him. Yeah, you can hardcast him for 6 for a mediocre effect. This is true. This is true. You do get a fairly mediocre effect off of that. Like if you type in Soulstone, it'll bring Terminus of Return, you know. So it knows the names. If you don't know what you're looking for personally. Alright, so let's do more spiders. Other spells you can have Riot. Riot. Rinza. Kraza, and Rinza. I'll give you attack with 1 or more spiders. 2 or more spiders. Deals 4 damage. Whenever Rinza deals 4 damage, put a 1/1 counter on him. The next screen carries 1. It works with all spiders, so even the spiders that aren't related to the set, you still get stuff on, like Soul Spinner. Nissa, Skystale Storyteller. That's Gwen. Oh my goodness, it's Meowsers. It's Meowsers. We're just building a spider deck. Welcome to the show, Meowsers von Meowsers. The legend rule doesn't apply. I'm trying to figure out which ones are the good ones. There's a guy who ran on a ladder, played 5-color spiders. I saw that. I don't want to, though. I know Sign of the Earth Spider is supposed to be amazing, but I don't want to run 5 colors. I don't want to do it. You can't make me either, okay? Leyline Reaver. Oh, whenever you cast a spell, untap this creature. That's pretty good. No, I just don't like 5-color. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing, you know what I mean? I love this guy, by the way. He looks like a jumping spider, and they're both lifting their hands up for electricity, and the spider's doing it too. He's like, yeah, I love electricity. I'm a spider. I don't know what electricity is, but I love it. Weaver. Swarm Weaver. Insects and spiders. Da 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 da. Oh yeah 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 yeah. Kren? Kren, yeah. I don't know if I want to add. I don't know if I want to do Naya though. I don't know if I want to do Naya. I'm not crazy about triple color. That's the thing. I like two. I like one color. I'm not crazy. I don't know. Whenever Kren enters, put him on as a creature. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna sit here and say no, and absolutely not. I'm just gonna say I gotta think about it. Okay, so let's think about it. Just a little harder. You can just play Starting Town. True. I think people discount Spinner of Souls as being really good, especially in the removal heavy meta. Spinner of Souls is actually really solid. That was delicious water. Kren, put two on each up to two creatures. He gains, okay, his first strike and haste. He can come in as a 6-drop. The Kren flip is optional. He's just a good guy. I think we could do Tarantusk. Alright, you know what? We'll do Kren, because you guys like Kren. We need some removal. We'll keep it simple and see what works and see what doesn't. How about that, guys? How about that? Let's do those. Well, let's do Trample. Oh, I saw a really cool combination the other day too. Attacking creature deals combat. What did I see the other day? Oh, I saw it today. It was something to do with warp. Somebody pulled off a really cool warp combination. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember. The giant helm with warp works really great. we're going to do Biosynthetic Burst. Verge. Surveil. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see if this fucking pile of shit works. Alright? How does that sound, guys? Do you guys like seeing big old piles of shit? I bet you do. You fucking freaks. Let's do this. What do we want to put in here? We want to put Cavern of Souls. We want to put in... we want to put Multiverse, or we want to put that other one in? We'll put in Multiverse. There you go. Yeah, no, I'm talking about Warp. Hey, what's up, Cephers? I don't have that activated because I'm making a deck for a video tomorrow. However, you will get to see it in action. And you will get to probably, if it works good, you'll see it up tomorrow. I had an issue where people were coming in, hitting deck, taking the deck, and then leaving. I didn't like that. But I'll put it up on the screen for you, for your convenience. Raccoon spotted in the chat. By the way, welcome Apples and Fruits. Hello. Drift Ronin. Nightmare, how you doing? Cephers. That sounds like what people Sephiroth's friends call him. Hey, what's up, Cephers? How you doing? You doing good today, Cephers? And he'd be like, don't call me that. My name is Sephiroth. The one-winged angel. And they'd be like, sure it is, Cephers. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like would happen. If you feel differently, you're wrong. Let me do this. Let me pay 2 life. We're going to go on the Kren. The Kren de la Kren. Boom. Thank you for coming, Jabby Grizel. Ooh, Twitching Doll. Okay. We'll put down Fate Weaver. That goes into the boo-boo hole. Alright. Leyline. Oh, Unwisely Awoken. There we go. Boom. Pump. There you go. Alright, alright. Alright, a little speed on him. A little speed on him. Oh, he didn't really have anything to do. There you go. He didn't get a lot of mana, but neither did I. We beat him. Oh, I forgot to put the deck on the screen. There it is. Let me turn it up for you. Boop. There you go. Can we get to 50 likes, guys? That's the real question. Also, guys, you gotta start liking the fucking videos when they drop. This shit gets fucking 9 videos for the first hour, man. That shit's gonna go fucking nowhere. We really gotta get that up, man. I'm gonna have to start giving you guys... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a bunch of packs, because it's like $5 for me to do that. And I'm gonna say, if this video gets 150 likes, we're gonna give a pack away to somebody who comments. We'll have to do that from now on, because otherwise you guys are just fucking... You're not commenting, you're not fucking liking, and it's a problem. A bad problem. Doof. Riot. Let's give it haste. Boom. That was stupid. I forgot I had authority on it. I'll have to do giveaways, yeah. This is Artifacts. Worst fucking deck in the world. Worst fucking deck in the world. Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Hey, what's up, Summer? Cryonic Relic. Very nice. You're crafting a Jeskai Artifacts deck? I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know that. Yes, it is. Genuinely, Francois, in the terms of fucking Magic the Gathering content, it absolutely is. To get the fucking likes up, to actually get people to fucking put some energy on the videos and get them out there on the algorithm. Almost any price is worth getting your video out in the algorithm. Genuinely. Just about any price is worth it. Simulacrum Synthesizer. Very nice. Drift Ronin. Drift Ronin over here asking for a suspension. Fantastic. Let me get that for you right away, Drift Ronin. One timeout coming up. Pull up my mod view. All right, there you go, Drift Ronin. Listen, I'm not going to deny the guy. He asked for it. He said, I really wish I had a fucking suspension. I really wish that. I really wish somebody would fucking suspend the shit out of me. I'm not playing against artifacts. Fuck that. I think I'm just going to scoop against artifacts and Mythic. I don't know where this guy thinks he's going with 2 days left and 89%, but it's not here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I got a box of Spider-Man coming. They should be here. They should have been here already, as a matter of fact. I got to double check. That guy's name is Robin the Hood. They should be here already. So we'll see what's going on there. Or at least this week, if they shipped out Friday. Honda Ridgeline. Yeah, guys, I might start scooping immediately. Brother, we're in fucking unranked, man. We don't need to do all this. Oh, he's doing Reanimator. I don't have anything to beat Reanimator. This is the issue with Simic. This is the issue with this is the main issue with stuff like Gruul. How can I win turn 4? I can't. Is the answer. I cannot. I can go like a traditional deck, you know, room by room, line by line. But can I beat the turn 4 wins? No, probably not. Hey, what's up, Summer? I'm allowed to, believe it or not. You know how it says my name on top of the fucking channel that you're watching on? This isn't a game of Simon Says. This is the J Villain channel, Incorporated. License, all rights reserved. Bump, 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 bump. There is that. Yeah, we can't beat anything with fucking Girl Spiders, man. Come on. The meta as it is right now, we can't beat anything with fucking Girl Spiders. You kidding me? No, we need like 10 times more removal, Graveyard Exile. We'll try a couple more times, but it does not look like we're gonna get anywhere with this. It really doesn't. We'll try a couple more times, but nah. Rabbits. I didn't know you liked rabbits, Summer. That's a joke, by the way. You've been known to dabble in rabble? You've been known to dabble in the rabble? Teamer, Battle Crier, Honda Ridgeline. The Lord Sephiroth, welcome. He's going to do the infinite loot Teamer Battle Crier thing. Pre-roll. Bro, I mean, you can't smoke in here, dude. Do you see what I'm talking about turn 4, by the way? Do you see what I mean by this? Like, how am I supposed to fucking counter this with on the ground fucking spiders and shit? It's just not possible. It's not fucking possible. You need 50 fucking things of removal, and that'll do it. He's gonna knock back 3 of my things to my hand. Yeah, how am I supposed to beat stuff with this, man? How am I supposed to beat stuff with this? This is fucking impossible. With spiders? On the ground, fucking regular ass spiders? They're not gonna fucking beat this shit. Come on, guys. You selling me a bill of goods here, guys. I love that phrase. You selling me a real fucking bill of goods here, guys. Oh yeah, run spiders. You'll win all kind of games with this shit. Hell no, bro. In the Stompy deck, what rares would we replace? I'm missing 10 rare wire cards, or do you explain in the YouTube video? Anything with trample you're going to want to keep. Anything with trample you're going to want to keep, my guy. So, Tifa, Bristly Bill's a good one to keep. Tifa, Bristly Bill, the fucking Hydra, the Mossberg Hydra. Anything with trample on it is going to be your keeper. This. Hey, thank you for coming, Karl on the face. Boom. Oh, look, Simulacrum Synthesizer. Oh, the thing doesn't care. I think I'm going to have to go the hasty route. Like, that's the only way to do it. Spider Pig. Spider Pig. I like how they turned goofy cartoon character Spider Pig into this absolute fucking monstrosity. It's very funny to me. Who do we need to not lose? Boom. Solemn Simulacrum. Yeah, that's Spider Pig. They turned him into a monster. They turned him into an absolute fucking monster. A real fucking monster. Weapons manufacturer. Yeah, he's out of there. Brutal Shark, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it's really gross. It's some real gross art. I know there was people complaining on, yeah, it absolutely shouldn't be. You should not have a giant hairy tarantula with the face of a boar. It's some real nightmare fuel. And considering that what the original art looked like, it's such a fucking drastic departure. It's really funny to me. I think that King Kobold's pretty good. I think Sandman might be a little bit better than King Kobold. But no, overall, I think you're all right. You don't need Fabled Passages. You can use you can use the common sacrifice lands. We're gonna do haste here. Von Baster. I like how this guy's a hero. They gave him a cape. That's how you know he's a hero. Ice Steel, you don't really need that bad. That's a bit overkill. Green. Okay. Stomping Ground, pay 2 life. Haste. Okay. Guardian. Eyes up, Guardian. I think we can piss him off enough, huh? Boris. Hey, thank you for coming, True Yellow Dart. Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider Pig can. We're going to do this. We're going to say Haster Von Baster. We're going to do this. We're going to say Haster Von Baster. Draw a card. We're going to go in. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think with the aggro, we do have a little bit of a chance. Alright, web. I think with aggro, I think that's really our only chance. We are getting a little bit of traction, but I mean, against a lot of stuff, we're gonna be behind the 8-ball for real, though. We're gonna be way behind the fucking 8-ball. Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Technically, it's Spider Ham, I think. That's its real name. Spider Ham. Does whatever a spider pig can. Spins a web any size. On Nintendo 64. Look out. Here comes the Spider Pig. Boom. We'll say spider. We'll put Leyline Weaver down. Okay. Screaming Mimi. Look at that. Look at him go. Boom. A land. Here we go.
Man, how did the pig tracks get on the ceiling? How did the pig tracks get on the ceiling?
Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig.
We did it, guys. Should I add that as a sound drop? Peter Porker got Spider Ham Peter Porker. Well, the funny thing is ham is something you eat. So it implies that in that world that he is something that would be eaten. Very dark. It's so funny that Into the Spider-Verse is such a good movie that they took this one-off Looney Tunes cartoon characters and he gives like one of the most heartfelt real fucking speeches. Acted by John Mulaney. Oh man, that movie's so good. What's up, Danger? Let's do Unwisely Awoken. We'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll lie and wait. We'll lie and wait. It's very funny. It speaks to the quality of that movie is that fucking spider fucking pig lays down the truth and the light and the way. Uh-oh. That was unexpected. But also, is he paying attention? That's the other question. Deals 1 damage to your opponent. Boom. Boom. Unwisely Awoken again. Honda Ridgeline. Biosynthetic Burst. I think I'm fucked here, but either way, we do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. Cause there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. Still alive. Lizard Man is actually pretty decent. Lizard Man is actually Lizard King. I just put up a deck with him today, Francois, which means you didn't see it. Which means that you're going to get a visit from a certain you-know-what this afternoon. You know what I'm talking about. You know who's coming to see you. You fucking know who's coming. Oh, yeah. It starts with an L, and it ends with a subscribe. He's not a commander, he just can do that. He is just available to do that. Boom. Ridge line. Fenrir. What's up, Danger? Said, what's up, Danger? Do this. Swing into action. The Cerema? Oh, is he trying to do, whatchamacallit? He's trying to do Kona? Yeah, he's trying to do Kona. He's gonna put down Absolute Virtue. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The Spider Pig deck is decent, but it's to the point where how can I beat that? I don't have any tools to beat that. I don't have anything to... The only thing I have is maybe get Riot out and he'll kill him quick. Boom. Bushwhack with Death Touch. I think it's got protection, doesn't it? Absolute Virtue. Oh no, it doesn't have its own protection. I'll do that. I don't know. That's a good question. It can't be countered. Yeah. My turn. Verge, Kraza. Put a 1/1 counter on you, Kraza. We could be playing the 1 mana +4/+4. Which one is that? Apples and Fruits? I don't know that one. Impact Tremors. Okay, I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. I know what they're setting up for. Yeah, Surema makes it indestructible when it's tapped. Yeah. They got it down pretty good. I'll give you this. They got it down pretty good. Surveil. I don't think we need a Leyline Weaver. Grow extra arms. Ah. He's really debating it. He might even be master debating it. He may even be doing that. Let's put a 1/1 counter on it if we do that. Spooderman. I'm just singing the techno song from the first part of Blade, by the way, in case you were wondering what that was. You all know what fucking Blade is. Come on, don't act like you don't. Don't act like you don't fucking know what Blade is, man. You know that scene. Everyone knows that scene. Let's put a Haster von Baster on it. Let's do this. Let's push Von Bush. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. He's gonna try to do stuff to me. Oh, I see what he's doing. Ooh. Unfortunately, you have to fucking eat it. That was pretty funny. All of their strengths, none of their weaknesses. I was slumped over in my chair so much, I felt like I was Nebtropolis, USA. Nib City, USA. Hey, what's up, Jan.Pam? Welcome to the show. We are building a deck video right now for you, so the deck isn't up right now, but I'll put it up on the screen. But the deck grabber isn't up because I had bots coming in, grabbing the deck, and then leaving. But we're trying to make a deck video for you, and it'll be up on the screen in a second. Fey Weaver. I go first, okay. We'll do this and maybe we can play Torch the Tower first. But welcome, Jam.Pam. Welcome to the show. I do appreciate you coming by. We're going to do Pay 2 Life, Kraza. We're going to haste in Kraza. Wabango. We do the Wabango Tango. There you go. Ooh, Legion Extruder. Very fun. Tusk. We get no mana here. I think I need to add an extra mana to this. I think we're pretty cramped on mana. It feels underpowered. It can win occasionally if I get the right combination of cards to go very fast. If I don't get that, I am underpowered as shit compared to what some of the stuff in the top meta is right now. There are some good lines of play that can really be aggressive, but I would say that it's like overall a B-. Like, it's not that good. Maybe I need to modify it and build it differently. I don't know. Could be that. But for the most part, it does not feel like it's really, really, really doing a lot for me. it feels like I'm a bit stuck in sap here. Hey, thank you for coming, Gobbler. Go take care of your nuclear reactor, whatever it is. Compared to the stuff that I've been running, you know, yesterday or earlier, it just doesn't have the raw power that it needs to. See how much kill this guy has? He brought back the wrong thing. He should have brought back Tithing Blade. I don't know why he didn't do that. Yeah, that was his fault. Alright. He's gonna do it again now. Astelli Reclaimer. There he goes. You see how much kill cards he has locked up? The way that this fucking thing works, man, is that you're just never gonna keep creatures down on the board in Mythic right now, man. It's not gonna happen, you know. You're not gonna be able to fucking stomach down the creatures, man. I'll play 1 or 2 more games and then we're gonna do the shakedown breakdown. Genuinely, what do I have to get you guys to do to like? I'm serious. Will giveaways work? What do I have to do? Do I have to make videos with 80,000 more production value? Because my like to view ratio is so abysmally bad, I don't know what to do anymore. Especially the first hour of the video, we'll get 200 people watching and like 10 likes, and that's gonna end genuinely gonna cause my channel to collapse if that keeps up. So I'm at a genuine ask here. What would encourage you to do it? Faster intros, less talking. What? I just want to know. Hey, what's up, MJ Castro? Genuine suggestions here. What would get you to do it if we could? Let's say Spider. Swarm is 1. Boom. Let's say 1/1 counters. Let's push you in. Quality over quantity. Okay, fair enough. Spider Crown. Boom. We have that. I do need a mana there. We're gonna say Haster von Baster. Boom, boom. Okay. I do think we need another mana for this deck. We probably need a bunch of kill cards too. Enduring Innocence. Is there a better time for everyone to watch the videos also? Could that be part of it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's say Spider. Biosynthetic Burst. Let's do this. Boom. Pump. I just asked for a code that I can import your comment when you make a deck, unless website posted on. Yeah, I have it posted on the website. I have it posted on the website, by the way. Yeah, that is available. Station. Don't know if he saw what that does. Down to 0, exactly. Less complaining and more satire. I don't really know what that means. Do. I don't know how to do satire in a YouTube video. But thank you for the suggestion. Oh man, all right. Yeah, one more land might be a good idea. Let's do green, pay 2 life, get the U down. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like I'm pretty acerbic with my wit. I don't feel like I just bellyache. I feel like I do it in a way that seems humorous. Perhaps I'm missing the mark. Let's do this. Let's say spider. Boom. Undercity Dreamer. Boom, boom. Spider crowned. Let's go in. See, this one was pretty fast. If we can move fast, we can actually do really well. If we're able to move quick enough.
Come on, John. We've got a fight to win. I'm not here to fight fair.
Going in, he's gonna ping. He's gonna scry here. There you go. There's not a copy, there's a link to where it goes. So be more ironic. Do less straight up being pissed. I know I've been pissed the last couple of days because I got to that mythic rank like 50 times and didn't hit it. So I know that was something that was personally bothering me, but I think I've been a little bit more chill. Ooh, Storm Spinner. Very cool. Ops goes first. Yeah, all right. Armored Armadillo. Tabassa. Tabassa sauce. He's gonna torch it. Surveil. Biosynthetic burst, sure, why not? Go. Create a food token. By the way, it's implied that this guy is eating people because he creates a food token, and also it is implied that he is a hero. So whatever he's doing is essentially a good thing, which is a very, very dark turn to take with this character. Armadillo. I'm gonna take the damage. No, I'm not gonna take the damage. Biosynthetic burst. So we're going to go He could be eating bad guys, but it looks like here he's just eating a regular ass bear. Which seems kind of mean. Very nice. Let's do this. Storm Slayer. A good one. I'll pop in. We'll say pay 2 life. We do want to get this out here. Drop you back to my hand. Probably can kill them, but he'll have to lose Elspeth if he does. Shell by Del. No, no way. Again, no way to deal with something like this. Why would women want to cuddle with bears? It seems odd. Alright, shakedown breakdown time, guys. We're gonna end it. Just fucking end it. Turn you off. Boom. Asmaran. Ooh, oh my word. Oh. I have said on numerous occasions that Snow is with me a lot due to that I'm a good guy. I'm very nice and I treat her well. But also 50% that I'm big and cuddly and warm. I think that, listen, if I was like really skinny and cold and like bony and hard, I don't think that Snow would ever stay with me for that very reason. Yeah, the fact that I'm a big warm man is a good chunk of is like a big chunk of why she enjoys spending time with me, because she's perpetually cold and likes to be cozy. So yeah. Oh, we do have a sideboard there already. I think it's a big part of it. Bony and hard. Yeah, you would take something sick from that, Asmaran. You would take something very, very sick from that. You're a meow viewer by nature. This is true. Yeah, you guys love your sexual entendres. It's true. Very true. Yeah, I got to do the microsizer. Remind Francois, I do got to do that. Actually, you know what? Let me put it in there before I forget. That's Euphemism Central. Euphemism Central. What the hell is it? What is it called? Ah, it's the atomic microsizer. Okay, it's blue. That's the issue. That's the issue. I don't know. Maybe it's having some trouble, but I'll put it in there anyways. Save and exit. Ooh, woo. Furries. I'm not a furry. I have no desire to be an animal. But I won't deny my monster fucker status. Listen, I don't know how many times I can say Sheldrissy without you guys believing when I mean it. Okay? Duskmourn's Claim. Thank you, Chris Cass. Always with the good suggestions, by the way. I made a whole deck called Sheldrissy. Okay? I just want you to know that. Duskmourn. 2 cards reveal the top. They lose life. Ah, very good. Yeah. Definitely want that one in there. All right, this is going to be modified, and we're definitely going to do that one. You playing Quick Draft? No, I'm not playing Quick Draft. Listen, she didn't always have a centipede body. I'm mostly interested in the hips up, which is the removable part of Sheldred. You know that art where she's fucking lifting somebody's chin up with her fucking long spiked fingernail? And she's pulling them closely by lifting their chin up with one big long spiky fingernail. As about to say something, whisper something in their ear. It's peak. I don't know what you can say, man. Listen, that's fantastic. You find a woman or monster woman who does that for you. I think it's called Sheldred's Whispers. Frankly, the artist probably agrees with me. I'll show you what I mean. I'm into reptile women. Can you do anything for me? Yeah, I like reptile women. Reptile women are good. Sure, why not? I don't give a shit. There we go. Let's take a look here. This is the art that I'm talking about. How am I supposed to feel looking at this? How am I supposed to feel with Sheldred grabbing your head and slowly pulling you close? Come on. What are the emotions that are supposed to be invoked in this piece of artwork here? All right? And she only speaks in whispers, so she's whispering to the person right now. I'd be Phyrexianized real quick, man. I'll tell you what. I don't think I could hold out. I'm telling you, man. In Sheldred's embrace, I am already saved. Alright, Mars, how you doing? Jay, does Moxfield not have a copy button deck? It does. You have to click export. Hey, I'm Bubba. Gravebreaker Lamia is your magic waifu? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're a big XCOM fan, can I say? Can I say that you're a big XCOM fan? Do. Perchance. You can't just say perchance. Chandra? Yeah, Chandra's fine. I have a. Oh, I never posted the picture. I have a picture of Snow standing next to a Chandra. Chandra isn't a monster, though. Listen, we're all a little monster fuckers, okay? Everyone has seen some sort of female monster or male monster that they're like, God damn, son of a bitch, man. And doesn't mean you're furry, just means you're monster fucker. Furry means you want to be a monster or an animal. You know. Listen, we all have the hear me outs. You know what I mean? I love those hear me out ones. And who did they? They were doing a hear me out in the office, and one of the ladies was there was the cartoons, and one of them was that horse. Not even an anthropomorphic horse. It was just a regular horse. People were like, "What the fuck?" And she was like, "He's so muscular." Oh man. All right. Anyways, we're off track here. Asmoran, as always, got me way the fuck off track here. All right, let's shakedown breakdown. Spirit. That's the one. The horse from Spirit. That was their hear me out. I guess he's anthropomorphic insofar as that he talks. But that was I think a little bit more revealing than people. I think people wanted to hear like Ariel, you know. Oh, Ariel, yeah, she's fish person. All right. Uma, they just look like girls. Come on. Don't mean to slander Uma, but come on. They do not look like horses. They just look like girls with ears. They could be cat ears. They could be any ears. You can't even really see their tails. They're just anime girls. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because I'm going to say, welcome to hell. Oh, yeah. It is a demon deck, and it's not like any other kind of demon deck that you've seen before, using some of the new tech from Omen Paths and Spider-Man, specifically Cavero, the Mind Bitten. We're going to be doing a Dimir Demons Ultimate End of the World Apocalypse, Demon Apocalypse, Hell, Rip combination play here. Insanely good deck, insanely powerful, got me to Mythic. Got me from Diamond 1 to Mythic, so it is Mythic certified. You're going to really like this one, especially if you like evil and demons and suffering and dying, which I know you do. So the first thing that we need you to do is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which, as you may or may not know, is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video right down there and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every day at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. I stream both places. You can hit that bell, be notified when we go live or post anything new. Join that notification squad. We'd love to have you there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. It's all right there in Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below right now on my Mox field. So you'll find a link below for this particular deck. Now, there have been a few versions of this. A few other creators have done. This is my particular version, which is going to do the trick of Bringer of the Last Gift with Kavero the Mind Bitten. That is going to be the main thing. I'm going to combine it with a bunch of other things that I really like and ways of getting into the graveyard to really enhance the demonosity of this. Is demonosity a word? It is a word because I made it up right now and I just spoke it. So therefore, by very definitionally, demonosity is a word, and that's what we're going to be doing. First things first, you need to fill your graveyard. That's going to be essential. That's going to be the thing. I would mulligan down until you can get a lot of mill cards or discard cards to make sure that your graveyard is in combo play area territory. One of the main ones is going to be Roiling Dragonstorm right here. Solid card right here. Whenever this enchantment enters, draw 2 cards, then discard. And then whenever a dragon comes in, you can do that. We can throw 2 of them in there. You can do any other kind of draw or discard. I like Dragonstorm. I know we don't have any dragons, but it does let you put something in your graveyard for later and fill your hand up. Bitter Triumph is a great little bit of a removal early on for the deck because you can discard one of your main ones like Bringer of the Last Gift, Valgavoth, or Arden, so you can make sure that your graveyard is filled with what you want it to be when you want it to be there and kill a creature at the same time. I do think Demon Wall is a good early blocker. 3/3. Demon Menace, Demon Wall. I think it's one of the first creatures that's its type line is its name. It's a Demon Wall and it's a Demon Wall. You can put 1/1 counters on it to make it not have Defender anymore, but it is a really good demon to get out there early and then curve right into something like Unholy Annex as we go. So you can do 2 Demon Wall, 3 Unholy Annex, keep that gain and drain going, and of course get those extra cards out so we can find our combo play. Next I have Overlord of the Balemercs right here, which is going to be one of the main mill cards that we have. We know we're going to have a pretty good time if we get Balemercs in the hand. Very, very scary guy looking right here. He is a gigantic twisted monster from Duskmourn. 2 black and 3. However, we aren't rarely ever going to hardcast him. We want to play him for his impending cost. He's an Avatar Horror for 5/5. However, the impending 1 black and 1 is whenever this permanent enters or attacks, you mill 4 cards, then return a non-Avatar card from or Planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. A lot of times we don't actually want to return any cards to our hand. The only card that we really want in our hand is going to be Emmett Selk because he lets us discard and draw more, and Kavero the Mind Bitten. The demons and all that other stuff, generally we want to leave them in the graveyard, okay? Because what we want to do is bring them back as we go. So keep that in mind. Boom. So that's going to be our 2 drops. Technically, he's a 5 drop. We're going to put him in the 2 category because we're hardly ever going to hardcast them. So as far as more card draw and discard, I actually had a great idea right here. Me and not Chris Chaos. 1 black and blue, 1, 2, 4. Elder Wizard, Vigilance. This is a great guy because he constantly lets you draw and discard and benefits from having a lot of stuff in your graveyard and actually flick him. So whenever he enters, you draw and then you discard. Again, you're filling up your hand, getting the cards that you need, and discarding the things that you want in your graveyard for that. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform. I wonder if it's 14 because he's from Final Fantasy 14. I bet that's the case. 6/6 Vigilance, Echo of the Lost. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard. If a card or token will be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. You can turn into a big Sorcerer of Elves right there. Keep filling. Of course, Unholy Annex, arguably the best 3-drop in and card draw in black right now. 1 black and 2, you get to the Unholy Annex. At the beginning of your end step, you draw a card. If you control a demon, you do a gain and drain 2. Otherwise, you just lose 2 because you're obviously putting blood into that unholy chalice to begin the ritual of summoning. And that is the Ritual Chamber, which of course is 2 black and 3. Whenever you unlock this door, create a 6/6 black flying creature token. Of course, it generates its own demon, and if you have any demons out, you're going to get the gain and drain and the extra card. Even if you don't have a demon, you still get the extra card for the life. Frankly, it'll be worth it. If you can get those extra demons out, you're good to go. As far as other reanimators go, I felt like we did need to bring in some backup plans. Having Kavero just by himself out there was a little weak. I want to put in some Zombify. 1 black and 3. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Fantastic stuff right there. Just being able to reanimate anything, especially on our high end, is super useful. Arden, Valgavoth, both are valid reanimator targets. Even reanimating Kavero and then reanimating somebody else is actually a really good move. So we're going to go with 3 Zombifies right here as it goes. For you can curve out on 4, and you can basically get your win count out by 4 as we do. Now, let's talk about the end game here, guys. This is what you're waiting for. This is the monster plays that are going to absolutely destroy everything and what got us the insane wins that you're going to see here. Kavero the Mindbitten. This is the new card. Superior Spider-Man in the Spider-Man set, in case you were wondering. He is a spider-human hero. He's a legendary creature. He's 1 black, 1 blue, and 2. It's a 4-drop, 4/4. You may have Kavero enter as a copy of any other creature card, any card in your graveyard, except his name is Kavero the Mindbitten, and he's a 4/4 spider-human hero token. When you do, exile that card. Having him enter as anything means that you can have him enter as Bringer as the Last Gift, and that counts. That doesn't count as reanimating. It counts as casting. So if you can automatically, if you have a Bringer of the Last Gift in your graveyard and you've sufficiently milled and you've filled your graveyard with all kind of monsters and creatures, especially Arden and Valgavoth and stuff like that, it's as if you cast Bringer of the Last Gift. Okay, what happens when you cast Bringer of the Last Gift? I'm going to tell you. 2 black and 6. This is an 8-drop. Nobody ever plays it because it's too expensive, and it only gets if you cast it. You can't reanimate and get the effect. This is a vampire demon. Flying. Whenever this creature enters, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. Then that each player returns all creatures from their graveyard that weren't put this way into the graveyard of the battlefield. So anything that just died doesn't come back, but everything else in your graveyard does. We can potentially bring back a graveyard of 2 or 3 Bringer Last Gifts, an Arden, a Valgavoth, Emmet Selk, all kind of crazy monsters. And because if we stack things up and we put an Arden in there as well, they'll all have haste. All right. We get to grab so much stuff. Now, you have to be careful. If your opponent has a full graveyard, you maybe don't want to do this. However, most of the time when you run this, you're going to sweep your opponent's board. They may not have very much in their graveyard already, so they may not get very much back or anything back. And we have survived to the point where we fill their graveyard out for 3 or 4 turns, and we're going to reanimate a monstrous board on them because of Bringer of the Last Gift. That is going to be the combination play that we want. Here's the funny thing. Here's Arden, the Usurper, 3 black and 5, 4/4 Elder Human Noble. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. Now, when we get Bringer of the Last Gift Div and Caravel the Mindbitten, guess what? All the demons we just reanimated now have Haste. Valgavoth, Haste. Everything we have, Haste. Now it's immediately, as soon as we brought everyone back, they're swinging in because they have Menace and Lifelink. It is a hugely powerful hit right there. Not only that, because we brought back Aiden, we put him in our graveyard previously. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard, and then it becomes a 5/5 demon token and swings in again. So you get an extra demon when you reanimate Arden, and of course, they're going to have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. So you're going to be able to absolutely finish the game out. Turn 4, turn 5, you're going to be absolutely just be able to crush people if you have that combo piece, if you have that combination play in your graveyard. Caravel, bring back Bringer the Last Gift, or zombify Caravel, or just do anything you can to bring all of the pain into there. So that's the great combo. The other good combo is a pretty decent crawling demons deck right there, slowly ramping demons deck with a little bit of extra that you can run a decent one. If you don't get the combo, Arden, Unholy Annex will probably do it, but the Caravel combination play is huge. Of course, we got to have my man Valgavoth the Terror Eater. 3 of him, 3 black and 6. He's really into 9. He's a 9-drop, 9/9 flying lifelink ward. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents, which of course is a multiple of 9 or a divisor of 9. You can divide it by 9. 3 and 9 are his thing. Then, of course, if a creature would put anywhere into the graveyard, guess what? You get it instead, and you can play it using life. So that's of course, Mr. Valgavoth. And if he's on the table, you've already lost. 3 islands, 9 swamps. We don't need that many islands. Gloomlake Verge and Undercity Sewers. Surveil is actually a very good card to have. You may want to up the number of Surveils. We have Watery Grave as well. Here's my clue, Watery Graves. And Multiversal Passage, just to make sure that we can get Caravel off if we need him to get off. We don't want to be missing the blue land and have the combo because we drew all swamps or anything like that. So that is what we're running. Welcome to hell. It got me to Mythic. It is an insanely powerful pop-off deck. insanely powerful combination play with a lot of demons and a little bit of everything else. Avatars, elders, demons, heroes, horrors. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Instance 4, 3 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 9 enchantments, 23 lands, and a 5.1 average. Don't let that scare you, of course. We just have a splish splash of blue, no pun intended, and black right there. It is a standard deck. Welcome to hell. As far as the sideboard goes, we're going to have 3 steps ahead, which could be useful in a counterspell situation right there. It also lets you draw and discard. Gobin has the Connive ability, which does let you draw and discard. Roiling Dragonstorm, another one of them. Quag Feast is not bad. It does let you mill and then destroy if it's a number of creature cards in your graveyard. So it is kind of a mill destroy card right there, Quag Feast. Strategic Betrayal for exiling your opponent's graveyard. Specifically on this one, I want to tell you that if you are concerned that your opponent is filling up their graveyard before you bring Bringer the Last Gift, and they're going to get a bunch of shit back too, hit him with a Strategic Betrayal, exile their graveyard, then hit him with Bringer. You'll be fine. Lock Cole, not a bad one from Final Fantasy here. 1 black, 1 blue. Death Touch, Lifelink, 3-drop. Whenever Lock Cole deals card damage to a player, draw a card and discard a card. A little bit worse than Emmett Selk, but I know we don't have the Mythic Rares all the time, so he's a decent one to swap out. And Beseech the Mirror could be useful if you want to sacrifice a token or an enchantment to bargain. Enchantment, token, or artifact. We do have, that's an artifact, that's an enchantment right there, that's an enchantment. That will immediately get something on the board for you, Beseech the Mirror, so it lets you immediately get out Kavero the Mind Bitten. So it is actually a pretty decent card in case you want to really, really rip and grip on that combo play right there. You certainly can. So a couple of other options for you as we go. We're going to get into it, guys. Demons into Mythic. Yes, sir. We got there late. I think I got 89%, and I've been playing a lot and losing. But 89% Mythic, we got there to this season. Let's get into it. Standard ranked. You're going to see me get there. Welcome to hell. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, and don't forget to like the video. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm going to send you off on your way. Thank you so much for coming. Chris Chaos, are you still here? I don't know if you heard this remark that I made. I thought it was pretty great. Hey, thank you so much. I'm the bringer of the last gift. Thank you so much. That was a great joke you made, Asmaran. Good job, and thank you for the 100 bits. Shaving a haircut, 100 bits. 100 bits. All right, let me give you guys the link. Did you hear it, Chris Cass? I don't know if you did. I said it really fast. I said I came up with the great idea of coming up with this, and me and myself, nobody else, and certainly not Chris. Can I ever get you dry Bant Scam? Oh wow, you really want me out here playing some real fucking shit, don't you, Asmaran? Why don't you send it to me, Asmaran? Why don't you send it to me? I'll take a look at it. Hey, thank you for coming, Fox Eyes. Welcome. Thank you all for coming. Make sure you like the videos. If you want to see a new video, it's up right there in the green. Francois, you got some mandatory watching to do. Bant, oh man, Bant is almost Simic. I'll tell you what. I'll give it a look. That's as much as I can tell you. We're gonna go see the numbest of skulls, Mr. Numbskull. We're gonna raid out. Thank you, Asmaran. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios, farewell, and bless.